Okay, so be comfortable with where you are at in your relationship with God. Sometimes we look at other people in their relationships and we want what it is that they have. God, I believe, does that. He places us around people that may be having a different type of experience with Him to be able to show you the possibility, to be able to get you to understand that there's another level in this that you can go to, that you can explore. Sometimes He does that to get you hungry for more. We don't know what we don't know. So sometimes in our walk, we're going a certain way and we don't realize that there's even more, right? That we can go higher, that there's a deeper level to this thing. You could see someone and they could be talking to God on a regular, and you're like, I want God to talk to me like that. God could be moving through them in their spiritual giftings. You can see it. And you like, man, I want to know what my spiritual gift is, and I want to be operating in that. God could show up to an individual, right? And He could reveal to them what their purpose and assignment is and show them exactly what that is. And you're like, man, I want to know what it is that I'm supposed to do, why I was created. So your heart is in the right place because you're looking at this individual and you're getting inspired by this individual, and you want to have a walk that's like theirs. You want to have an experience like theirs. I want you to know that there's nothing wrong with that. But you got to know that the exposure to that is not so you could have what they have. It's so that you can seek for yourself the more in God. So you can experience deeper levels in God, higher levels in God, so that you could have new spiritual experiences in God, right? But you can't control that. You got to understand that person is where they're at based off of where they've been, where God desires them to go, and what God is doing with them in the moment. You see, it's more than just about the destination. It's more than just about the activity. God wants to be in relationship with you first, and God wants to walk with you in this life to serve His people. But where are you at right now? You see, you got to be able to exhaust the level that God has you at right now. There's a level that you're at where there's an entire landscape that needs to be explored. And as you explore that, when you exhaust that, you got a God that likes to create. He wants to expand. He wants to grow. So when you exhaust all this, you're not growing or developing. That's when you move the Lord's hand to say, okay, show me another level in this because I've already done this and there's no more growth and development that's happening. That's how you outgrow the level that you're at. But you got to exhaust this level. You see, you got somebody else that's on this level here and you're trying to get here and you're trying to jump over the steps and it don't work. The steps of a righteous man are ordered. So it's okay that you're looking at somebody else and you're like, wow, getting inspired, getting motivated by that. But if that's not where God wants you to be at, then there's nothing that you're going to be able to do to get there. I tell you what, I saw Paul Washer on a video, and you know, he was talking about intimacy with God, and he was talking about seeking him for real and talking to him and doing all this stuff. And I went to go do it and I didn't hear from him. And I was so mad because I was sick for so long and I couldn't hear him. And I did this for days and I got frustrated with it. Because I'm like, this is why I don't talk to you, because you don't talk back. This was in a previous season. I was like, this is where I go on the internet and seek other people and do all this stuff, because it seemed like it's so hard just to be able to get you to talk to me. What I didn't know is it wasn't my season for that. Right? The Lord wanted me to build my hunger, my thirst for him, to figure out what it was I wanted, to learn to be patient, to be still, to wait on him, to seek him diligently. He's a rewarder of those that seek him diligently. It took time for the Lord to be in my ear like the way how he is. This happened over a period of years. There were things that he had me doing and involved in that still helped to shape my character, that helped to grow my spiritual man. So yeah, I was seeking to come off of the checklist and to go deeper into God. With not just saying, do this, do this, do this, do this, but like, I want to hear from God. But even though I was trying, I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. Know that you can't force the hand of God. You don't summon God. You don't order God around. You don't tell God what to do. God in his perfect timing, God in his perfect wisdom will reveal himself to you as he chooses, and it's his prerogative. You want to know what your spiritual gift is and work on your spiritual gift. You want to be in purpose and work on purpose. And God is like, I want time with you. I just want to reveal myself to you. I want you to know who I am personally. I want to get to know you as you are in real time and build this relationship with you. Yeah, the number of hairs on your head are ordered, but God is a relational in time as well as out of time, but in time, God too, in real time, in which he wants to learn you and you him and you all to do this dance with one another in a new and a fresh way. So it's okay to be inspired by somebody else's walk, but no, your walk don't have to look like theirs. Be okay with where God has you right now. Know that it's not just about the destination. It's not just about the activity. You got to love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and love others as you love yourself. It's about this love thing. Fall in love with God. Be with God. Spend time with God. Build your relationship with God and stop stressing so much. Stop getting so frustrated and pissed off. Why? Because you're trying to do your thing, do things your way. You trying to control your spiritual walk. You know, you don't get to run your spiritual walk like that. No, you ain't in control. God is. Trust God with your spiritual man, right? Trust him to build it and to grow it, right? All you got to do is show up, be available, and have your heart postured in the right way to be able to meet God where you're at. And it's okay. He will show up and reveal himself to you in time and the way how he wants. You don't need to envy nobody else's walk. You need to just work on your own and just be present with the Lord. Know that he sees that. He honors that. He delights in that. And your relationship with him will blossom. And your spiritual walk will blossom as well. In time, in his time. Be okay with that.